We're here with Dave Seaman just before his event at the Cool House tonight, the Government Night Complex here in Toronto. Ultra Spin 7, a big lineup coming tonight. You've been on tour of late, working with Luke. How has that gone?
It's been great. Yeah, we've been on the road now for a good couple of months, nearly 3 actually, and covered many places. And it's actually my last one tonight of the tour. So finally, there's some light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, I mean, I love it. I love what I do. It's the travelling what takes it out of you. We've sort of done about 12, I think, in the last about 15 days or something. So I'm pretty whacked, but it has been great. We've had some great gigs, and and being out with Luke as well. It's the first time I've been toured with him, so it's been good to hang out with him, and I think we've had fun together.
What does Luke bring to the table that complements your style of music and production?
Well, I think he's obviously a very talented young producer, and some of the things he's done in the last couple of years speak for themselves. But from a DJing point of view, I suppose a lot of people didn't know him as a DJ, so it gave him a chance to come out and show what he could do behind the decks. And I mean, it's always good to have somebody with you when you're doing a tour like this. It sort of helps share the load as such, helping each other through it. But I mean, he's very versatile, Luke, as well. Whether he plays before me or after me, he can play all sorts of different kinds of styles. Yeah, it's been good. I think we've learned a lot from each other.
I read in your bio you started your music DJing career when you were 8. Your first gig was 12. I recall myself when I was 17 or 18 having to throw gigs in order to actually be able to play at them because I couldn't get into them. Was it tough to spin at such a young age?
Well, not really. I wanted to be a DJ from 8. From when I first a guy helped me set up his mobile disco rig when I was on holiday one time. But and then I just was obsessed with it really, and started going to the youth club, to the school disco, and hanging out with the DJ there. And then eventually there was a junior youth club, junior school disco, and they let me do the music there. So that was the first thing. And then all of a sudden I was doing friends' birthday parties, and I got some equipment. So I ended up doing weddings and so on and so forth, and it spread pretty quickly actually, and I did that through my sort of early teenage years before eventually sort of getting more into dance music and started to work in some smaller clubs, even though I wasn't old enough to be in them. But I suppose obviously now this DJing is seen as a career, an international career, whereas when I was doing that back then, it wasn't seen like that at all. So there wasn't so many people around doing it. There was a lot more opportunities. I think there's a lot less opportunities for people these days.
For those that are just starting out, could you give them one solid piece of advice, whether they're DJing or producing, what to do to get yourself kick-started into the industry?
I think it's a lot to do with social skills these days, really. You can be one of the most talented producers or DJs in the world, and if you don't know how to cultivate relationships with people and develop that side of things, then you probably won't get on. It's a lot to do with who you know and being friends with people, but not being too pushy. But being pushy, it's an art form really that you learn, and I think that's very, very important these days. But generally, you just got to keep believing, my grandmother always used to say, work hard, play hard, and play fair, and you'll make it.
How important is it to market yourself in comparison to marketing just the music you make? I know you've done ads for jeans and so forth. Do you think that's contributed to your overall success?
I don't know about that. Yeah, I mean, you do have to market yourself. It is a lot about marketing, I think, these days. You can't just turn up and do the gigs and just DJ. When there's so many other people out there doing that, you have to try and give yourself something a little extra and have some exposure and make sure people remember you and notice you, and by doing so. Also, when you put in your own music out and so forth, it's how the world goes round. You do have to sell yourself a little bit. There's a limit to that, though. Obviously, without selling out. I mean, some of the adverts I've done have been for things that I wear anyway. It's not like I'd suddenly go and start selling whatever, cleaning products or something. Although if the money was right now, I'd get it. So I think, it is all a part of the bigger picture. I think they all feed off each other, and if you're getting exposure and media, part of the media regularly, then obviously that works well for people coming to see you and for people buying your music.
Of your late projects and so on with group therapy, what would you say has been your biggest success, or will be, just in the last year, or what you have coming up in the next year? What do you think is going to be the biggest thing?
What you mean, for the label or for group therapy? Okay. I think I'm very pleased with how the label's doing at the moment. Considering vinyl sales are meant to be on the decrease, we've actually gone the other way, and we're actually going up in vinyl sales with every release, and doing a lot of digital downloads as well now. So I'm really pleased with that we've managed to consolidate the label and got a stack of really exciting releases coming out. I'm really buzzing about audio therapy. For myself, obviously the CD's just come out. And we've been touring that for a long time, so we continue to hopefully see that do really well in terms of numbers of sales. But I've got to go back in the studio, really. That's what I'm looking forward to. In the summer I'm going to get back in and start and do another single and some more remixes and stuff. We did the Tears for Fears remix at the end of last year, but I just haven't had a chance with everything to get in the studio and make some music, so I've got to make that a priority, really, in between getting married and having a kid on the way as well, which is probably more of a priority than anything at the moment this year.
How important were Mixmag and DMC in the growth of your music? Do you think you would be where you were today if you hadn't worked with them?
No, I certainly wouldn't be where I am today without them. I think I probably would be in the business, but they opened so many doors for me. I was so lucky to be in the right time at the right place and learn so much from DMC, because within DMC you pretty much learn every aspect of the business. They had a magazine. I was editor of Mixmag for 3 years. They had a record label with Stress Records. They had studios. They did gigs. They had a management company. They had publishing company. They had everything, right across the board, within one big room, one big household. So I learned aspects of everything very early on. I was only 18 when I joined them, so they definitely shaped my future and career and exposed me to so much stuff that I'm very grateful for. Across
Borders is your new series. What do we look to see involved with this? Who could we see coming out?
Cross Borders is another album. We're sort of doing we're going to try and do 3 albums a year. The therapy sessions we'll do one of every year, which is obviously a mixed compilation. We're going to do more of a thing called Fight Your Mind, which is a best of therapy, unreleased mixes and exclusive mixes and stuff, which will be coming out later in the year. And Across Borders, maybe we'll do maybe 1 or 2 of those every year. That's a concept. I mean, it's been done before. We did it at Stress a long time ago, where you take a country or a city or an area and gather together all the production talent from that area and get them to make an exclusive track for an album. So we start with Greece. I've been going to Greece a lot recently, and it's really it's got a great scene at the moment, great vibe going on over there, and I get so much music every time I go. It's incredible. I come back with stacks of CDs. So the first one will be coming out towards the end of the summer. It comes from Greece. We've got tracks from G-Pal and Cosmos Epsilon and Stel and Dusk and Christian Cambus and all the boys, plus some new guys as well. We've tried to get, there's guys from Fat Jack and B-Sag and there's a real I think it's 10 tracks altogether, and a real sort of eclectic mix of exclusive tracks, which will only be available on that album. Maybe we'll do Germany next, but then I don't know. We'll see.
Beat my next question. You already answered it. So. Do people get you and the former English soccer goalie confused? I know, because originally when I thought he retired and suddenly took up DJing as a passion, but that shows you how little I actually knew of the scene about 4 years ago. So.
Yes, I get it every day, especially in England. Now he's retired, it's not so bad, but he was the English goalkeeper for like 15 years, so, and soccer being, the biggest sport in the country, it was, I get it every day, and people always say, yeah, but you never heard that one before. No, not only every single bloody day. But it's actually been, I met him actually, I did a launch for a PlayStation game a party, DJ'd there, and I think they specifically got me because there was going to be lots of footballers there, and they wanted to put DJ Dave Seaman just to confuse the footballers as well. I think I met him, and it has been funny. It's good for getting good tables in restaurants. Actually, I mean, just ring up and say Dave Seaman. Oh yeah, I think we can find you a table, sir. And then of course they can't turn me down when I get there. There you go.
Congratulations on the wedding. And so on. So you're coming up to the end of a gig, or end of your little tour. You told me earlier you're going to take a few weeks off to do that. What are you looking to get into after the wedding and the honeymoon and everything like that?
I don't really. It's going to be hard to get back into it after 2 weeks on holiday. I'm gonna. That's basically when I come back to try and do a lot more studio work. I'm going to get in the studio, do some remixes, do some original productions, really concentrate on that through the summer. As I say, I've got a baby on the way in beginning of September, so I'm trying not to do so much touring. I got one tour of South America beginning of June, but that's pretty much it. Then I'll just be doing weekends away, so I can spend some more time at home and utilise that to get some music made, which is something I haven't done enough of the last few years.
Just to finish up, what's coming up tonight? Anything you're looking forward to really dropping?
People always ask me this question and my mind always goes blank. What am I going to play? There's a couple of... I got a new Tim Deluxe record, which is awesome. It's almost like an underworld record. Really surprised from Tim Deluxe, which has been one of the biggest things for me on the tour. There's a track by Mogwai out of Germany, which is really good. We've got a new Kilohertz single coming on the label, which is really good. Hybrid's done mixes on that. And Tone Depth to the Moon, which is on the album as well, on the Therapy Sessions album. It's been big also. I don't know. I'll just see how we go when we get there. Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. Well, we'll leave you to get ready for your gig.
Okay. Thank you very much, DJ Amps. Okay. Hi, this is Dave Seaman, and you're listening to Amplified Radio with DJ Amps. Hi, this is Dave Seaman. You're listening to my latest production on Amplified Radio with DJ Amps.